Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Jet sweep to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first.
The pressure gets to him again. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, and Herbert. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
And the Bears
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings 11-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Smith.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 31, 30, 10, and they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to... You don't get the big stuff, Dan.
First down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
The tackle made.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A 7-yard loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
First down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Him in stride. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
At their own 25.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's 2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. This one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This is becoming...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. He's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
By the Bears.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Down and 11.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's the right side here, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good pickup there, 22. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's at the 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And 5 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The quarterback set.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Taken down and sacked.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the second down throw on target. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Herbert's pass complete.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about him, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
After review of the play, the ruling in the field is reversed.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to let it fly, and that's caught inside the 35.
Herbert.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first down, Justin Herbert. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain